What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Propsmadeeasy.com. Only $15 a month using code YouTube, courtesy of your boy. $15 a month for a lifetime as well. So you can get access to these amazing tools you're about to see me utilize using code YouTube. They still haven't told me an end date for this code, so keep running it up. Code YouTube, $15 a month at propsmadeeasy.com, man. We're about to have a fantastic summer. A lot of people start sleeping during baseball, man, but that is the exact opposite of what I normally do. I normally go harder during baseball because there's a lot of games. There's games every single day. There's so many ways to make money in this sport. So super excited, man. But anyway, we still got some basketball going. Let's go ahead and get into a few picks that we're looking at for today. And then we will go over the game center for actual game bets utilizing the Props Made Easy tool, and then the home run prediction tool. How about O'Neal Cruz? The tool had him pinned at the top last couple days, and now he finally got him one. It exactly what was expected over the last few days in his matchups he's had. It was definitely expected he'd have that big game, and he sure did. He homered yesterday. That was awesome to see. Great to see the tool having those nuke zones hit. So as well, take advantage of that as well, man. The home run predictor. I mean, there's just so much data that you have at your fingertips at Props Made Easy. In my videos, I do it on desktop mode, but mobile view of the tools at Props Made Easy is like an app. It's literally like an application. It's super easy to use, super mobile friendly, man. So definitely do that. And don't sleep on the Sharp Society community. As soon as you join up with Props Made Easy for $15 a month using code YouTube at checkout, join the Sharp Society, which is a community of people who just goes over ideas, goes over different plays they like, best ways to be successful, best ways to be profitable. Sometimes people just don't know a lot about this industry. They think they do, but they don't. They come into the Sharp community and they can end up getting some help and becoming better. If you really want to get help and really want to be better, you can ask any questions in the Sharp Society and somebody will help you, whether it be a Props Made Easy team member or another Props Made Easy member that can help you immediately, change your luck around if you just haven't been doing things the right way. It's important to utilize this tool the right way, just like any tool. Like, these tools are going to give you amazing data, but you still got to utilize them the right way. You still got to trust in the data it's showing you and not let your gut sway you off amazing plays, which a lot of people tend to do sometimes. All right, let's do this. All right, we're going to look over NBA, NHL, MLB, and WNBA. We're going to look over just Prizepicks first, and then we'll open it up to the rest of the books. Now, first thing that I noticed today is that the only play over 5%, which I've told you guys, you can definitely bring that EV percent down a little bit in DFS. You can bring it down to like 4.5 or so. Try to get plays 4.5 or higher. That way, you have more options available. These DFS books do a great job at updating these lines pretty often, especially Prizepicks. You can find some good lines over on Underdog, Betr, Dabble, and stuff like that. But for the most part, they're pretty quick. That's why I tell y'all get those regular books, because a lot of states have some type of regular book they can play, whether it be NoVig, ProfitX, or whatever. And you can go ahead and get some better value on some of those sites. But anyways, Arik, not even going to try to say the last name, over 23.5 PRA. She's only got 6 books in her consensus odds, but 5.7 EV, minus 134 is the consensus on the over 23.5 PRA for Arik. Good spot for her. Shane, I don't like the consensus count. I'll say that. But nonetheless, with WNBA, you're not going to get a high consensus count. There's not a ton of books who have player props for WNBA. Shane Baz, over 4.5 strikeouts, is a 4.92 EV. 52 books. 52 books baked into that 4.92. Amazing spot there. AI simulation projection on the over as well. Paige Buckers, under 15.5 points at a 4.61 EV. Lawrence Butler, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at a 4.56. Like, it's that simple, man. It's that simple. I know I don't take a ton of time on these picks because there's really no need when you have Props Made Easy. The picks are right in front of you. There's no need to go crazy in the data because the data is already implemented into this. I don't have to spend minutes explaining why a play is a good play. All of those reasons are already built into these plays that are on the board here. Arik, over 23.5 PRA on Underdog, is a 6.95. Underdog's got a better payout structure. Mackenzie Gore, over 16.5 outs on Dabble, is a 6.58. Great spot there. 33 books there for the consensus odds. Sabrina Ionescu is a WNBA with that good consensus count too. Under 2.5 3-pointers made. 6.21 EV. Good spot there. Love that over on Better Picks. Mikal Bridges, under 4.5 first quarter points on Dabble at 5.78, but only 13 books baked into that. So keep that in mind. You kind of want that 30 or more books baked in for the most part, because then you know it's very true odds based on a larger sample of books, okay? And these books take every little bit of data into consideration when they set these lines, man. So take advantage of all the data they utilize and use it against the other books that might not have updated as quick. All right? Let's move on to all books. Those are the best picks so far today. Let's do all books for these sports, and let's do sharp and safe, man. I like to stay in that sharp and safe range. Why? Because these are plays that are already favored to happen. Their implied probability is already pretty high, and then you add on the fact that they have the over 5% EV as well. It's just icing on the cake. Miles Straw over 0.5 hits. You can grab at minus 138 on Prizepicks. Obviously, that's slightly better than you can get on Novig at minus 139. I would take it Miles Straw over 0.5 hits on Prizepicks. A lot of people aren't even aware that they can play Novig or Prizepicks. Make sure you check that today. Do me a favor, check and see if you can play one of those in your state. All right, and if you can, straight bet these on those sites. These are amazing options. As y'all see, a lot of times you see a lot of Prizepicks, a lot of Novig, because it's peer-to-peer, people setting lines, and you can take advantage of those lines based off where the consensus of the rest of the industry is. But yeah, Miles Straw over 0.5 hits is a good one. Emerson Hancock sticks out as a great one. Over 3.5 strikeouts is minus 124 on Novig. 8.92 EV. 50 books. 50 books average out to minus 151, but you're getting it at minus 124. This is the shit I'm talking about. Of course, if you're playing plays like this consistently, you're going to be a profitable bettor. It's about playing it consistently, though. For example, let's say Emerson Hancock goes out and absolutely butchers and goes like one strikeout on the day, right? Does that mean you played it bad? No, you played it right. And if you play that same play over the next 5 days, you'll be profitable over that. You feel what I'm saying? Or I'm just winging an amount of days, but you get what I'm saying. If you play it a longer term, you will see the profit from it. I tell people all the time, the main fucking problem with most people's shit is they try something, and if they don't get immediate gratification from it, they immediately think there's something else they need to go to, and they start looking for immediate gratification. That is a life problem. That's not just a problem you're implementing in your betting world. That is a major issue in life. Every single successful person in this world failed 1,000,000 times before they finally succeeded. Failure is one of the most important things you can experience in this life. The most important thing I ever went through was when I was homeless back when I was like 19, 20 years old. That was one of the best things I ever went through. Because now the idea of being homeless and not knowing if I'm going to eat the next day is an actual thing that pushes me and strives me to be better every single day. It's that knowing what that feels like and not wanting to feel that again. You feel what I'm saying? It's important. It's extremely important that you understand that failure in anything is okay. You stick with it and do it over and over and over, and you will realize that it'll end up being good, especially if you're doing the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you're out here trying to be a drug dealer or something, I mean, there's only a few ways that turns out. You're not going to be a millionaire off selling drugs and never have any consequences, okay? You feel what I'm saying? But with sports betting, luckily, you do have a long-term strategy that can work for you. It's about whether you're going to give up as the moment it gets hard or if you're going to stick through it and push. And there's just different personalities in this world. I've met plenty of people. I have some people fairly close to me that have just kind of given up and accepted the lifestyle they're in and the situation they're in. They've just sat there and they just accepted it. Instead of saying, okay, I'm not happy about this. Let me go fix this shit right now. Because life is short. I could be gone tomorrow, obviously. That's not going to happen. But anything could happen. You feel what I'm saying? You got to make the most out of every single moment you have. And that's just my little spiel there, because that is a big life issue in general. People just doing something and the moment it doesn't work, bailing. Okay? That is a huge issue with a lot of people. And I don't want that younger generation coming in to have that mindset. I want y'all to push and understand that failure is a good thing. Failure means you tried. There's a lot of people who don't fail. Why? Because they never tried. And their life is mediocre their entire lives. You have to sit back, look in the mirror and say to yourself, is this the life I want? Is this really how I want to be? Look in the mirror and say, okay, is this how I want to look? Is this how I want to be? Is my health on point? Is my relationships good? And if the answer is no, fix them. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get it. All right. Miro Heiskanen, over 1.5 shots on goal on ProfitX at minus 151 for NHL. 8.38 EV. So already highly expected to happen for the over 1.5 shots on goal. But yet consensus odds are all the way over almost minus 190. So great spot there. Lawrence Butler under 1.5 bases at minus 132. 8.12 EV due to the consensus being minus 159. So amazing options on the board, man. We got so many good options today. It's going to be a big day. All right, let's select all books. Let's select our main sports we're looking at. And let's see if there's any sharp and safe first thing. No sharp and safe on the board yet. Let's look at high EV heat then. All right. Sharp and safe is going to show you plays that are already favored, minus 120 or higher. High EV heat is going to show you plays that are just 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books baked in the consensus. It doesn't have to already be favored. All right. Now, taking a look through these top options real quick, the first thing that sticks out to me is right here. Why? Due to the heavy consensus book count, 94 compared to 54, 30, and 51. 94, and it's still a 6.14 EV. Dallas Wings, money line for WNBA tonight. You can get it minus 118 on FanDuel, where it's minus 135 everywhere else. Out of 94 books. Great spot there. Atlanta Braves, plus 0.5 first half run line at minus 103 on Circa. Minus 116 across 82 books. Big spots. Does that mean you have to fade this? No, absolutely not. 8.2 EV. 54 books baked into a plus 123 odds for the first half money line three-way. You're getting it at plus 142. So good spot there for the Mariners as well at an 8.2 EV at plus 142 on FanDuel, first half money line three-way. Really like that spot as well. All right, let's move on, baby. Home run predictor. Let's see what we got. Now, we only got, what, like 5 games today? So you're not going to have a ton, overwhelming amount of nuke zone plays today. But Kyle Schwarber is at the top of the list here, facing AJ Smith-Shawver. Now, Philly and Atlanta play twice today. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to the matchup. The one that you want to target is the one against AJ Smith-Shawver. The one against Chris Sale puts him in the green light tier, but you want the nuke zone tier play against AJ. Why? Because Kyle Schwarber has been absolutely elite on his exit velocity, elite on his launch angle, elite on his hard hit percent, and AJ's just been giving it up. AJ been giving it up. Solid exit velocity allowed, solid launch angle allowed, high hard hit percent. Great spot for Kyle Schwarber in that first game against AJ Smith-Shawver. Nuke zone play. Plus 265 consensus odds. Let's see where you're getting it on FanDuel. Plus 255. So it's not as good. Like when you look at consensus, you're not getting as good value on FanDuel. Let's take a look at what the best value plays are on FanDuel when it comes to home runs today. All right, I'm not going to worry about any cold zone. I'm not interested in any cold zone plays. But there's a green light play right here with James Wood against Emerson Hancock. 17.37 Vegas edge due to the odds on FanDuel being plus 400. That means that the odds through consensus have to be worse. Plus 326. So plus 326 on average, but yet on FanDuel, you're getting it at plus 400 odds, which obviously is good. Okay, so good spot there. Let's keep scrolling, see where the next value is. You got George Springer at plus 520 at a 12.51 edge. Solid shot, home run possibility. Bryce Harper, solid shot at plus 390. Green light for Tyler Soderstrom, plus 470 at a 7.28. So all of those plays we just talked about, as soon as you go to Vegas Edge, go to your sportsbook you're wanting to play on, go to Vegas Edge. It'll show you the difference between that book you're wanting to place your home run parlay on comparative to where the odds are consensus-wise across the industry. So you're able to know what kind of EV you're getting on a play as well, okay? Nuke Zone Sweet Spot's going to show you those plays that are a nuke zone, but also within a certain level. Kyle Schwarber is going to be your #1 home run call today. All right, Nuke Zone Sweet Spots is showing only plus 300 to plus 500 nuke zone. Because there's only one nuke zone and he's plus 255, there's nothing on Sweet Spot right now. But nuke zone play, Kyle Schwarber against AJ Smith-Shawver is the home run call today. Thank y'all for joining me as always, baby. And as always, let's keep dominating, man. Let's keep running it up. And one last thing before I head out, remember, in life, nothing good comes Nothing good ends up happening unless you continue to push. Like, failure is going to happen to every single one of us. What are you going to do? Let it fucking kill you? Let it take you down? Or are you going to push through that shit to the fucking even better level that you can reach after that? Failure is an amazing thing. Anytime you fail at something, fucking be excited. Because that shit is exciting. It's exciting to fucking attempt. That means you're really living. There's a lot of you who may be watching this video right now who you hate your fucking job right now. And in no way by what I'm saying am I saying to quit your job and go do what you love immediately. No, you got to do the smart thing too, right? But at the end of the day, if you work a ton of hours, right? If you have a lot of hours, but look, if you want to get out of that situation, there's only one thing. You're not going to wake up and be out of the situation. You're not just going to wake up and it magically be fixed. You feel what I'm saying? You have to take that open area in your schedule, whether it even be an hour a day, and you have to sit and you got to think. You got to game plan. You got to go over ideas. Think about what you maybe could do with your life that you would enjoy doing, that can change your life, maybe your family's life as well, and start putting work towards that slowly but surely. It may take you a year. It may be quick for some of y'all. It may take you 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? But the point is to not give up. Have as many things as you can. Try to do as many things as you possibly can. Sorry about the rant, man. But, you know, in the sports betting industry with people immediately looking for immediate gratification, it says a lot with who human beings are and how they go about life. And maybe if I can have a couple people change their mindset from this video, that would be amazing. The only thing, like, I'm not somebody special. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not super special. I don't have superpowers. My only advantage against others is how hard I work, how much I push, how I'm constantly looking to evolve. I mean, I'm getting involved in an electrolyte. I have an electrolyte company dropping soon. You feel what I'm saying? I'm involved in a whole bunch of different shit. I'm still looking for other ways, other things I could create to change the world or help people around me. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm still doing that, even though I'm financially stable. So that's all. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, y'all have an amazing Thursday, man. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.